Results Radio podcast. Now listen to a slice of wisdom, a concept, a sentiment, a theory, and maybe even a rant from one of your industry colleagues. For the record.
Hello, friends. Carm Capriato here, bringing the voices of the aftermarket to you. Kyle Holt and Jay Goninen are here in just a minute. This is the first FTR with two guests with a strong message to the industry, and I want you to take heed. Hey, have you been thinking about integrating DVI in your shop? Well, imagine the confidence your customer will have when they look into the service bays and they see your technicians meticulously inspecting their vehicle and documenting every step. FlexCheck Auto's transparent process ensures that when your customer receives their comprehensive vehicle report, they will know that it's a thorough, upfront assessment of their vehicle's needs. That increased customer confidence leads to higher average repair order and happier, more satisfied customers. Start your 30-day free trial today at flexcheckauto.com. You won't remember how your shop got by without it. Hey, if you're not subscribed to a free listening app, find choices on the apps page on my website. Also, sign up for the Insider newsletter, where you'll be kept up to date on all new episode releases and other goings-on with the podcast. remarkableresults.biz/insider. Hey, the views and opinions expressed are those of my guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the authors, sponsors, associates, or affiliates of LSTN Media, LLC. Now, Kyle Holt, President of SP2, and Jay Goninen from Find a Wrench speak to their expertise as supporters and recruiters of technician talent. They have depth of experience and are speaking to you from their heart about your need to recruit talent when you don't need the help. They'll tell you why.
This is Kyle Holt, President of SP2, and I'm joined
by Jay Goninen, CEO of Find a Wrench, and we're here for the record.
We're going to talk about recruiting while your shop is full. All too often, shops wait until they've lost a technician, until they're down a tech or two before they start recruiting. My friend Jay was just talking about this, and boy, we just really needed to hit on this topic.
Yeah, I think one of the things we constantly are hammering on is the need for techs. I don't think it's any surprise that this has been a hot topic in every magazine you open, every website you open. Everybody is looking for these techs. But in my opinion, a lot of people are doing it wrong. And when I say that, it truly is, they're doing it as an act of desperation and not being proactive about it. And the great shops that we see out there are proactive with it. And Kyle, I'm sure you probably see a lot of the same thing where we need to change that narrative as to when we're looking for these techs.
I see the exact same thing, Jay. And in fact, we did a study, and 74% of shops out there right now are looking for technicians and are open to entry-level technicians. Now, that's where my side of the business works, is we're helping shops find and employ entry-level technicians. When your shop is full, though, all too often we hear from the owner or the manager that says, "No, we're good. We're full up. We don't need any more technicians right now." That's crazy. That's the perfect time to hire an entry-level technician, bring them in, and start learning. There's a lot of work. There's not a shortage of money. And you've got plenty of technicians who are there, who are ready and able to train that young entry-level technician and get them prepared for the time that you do lose a technician. Because when you do lose that technician, now you're in panic mode. Am I right on that, Jay?
You are spot on. And the one thing I think you hit on is that it's not if you're going to lose a technician, it's when you're going to lose a technician, because it's going to happen at some point in the next 2 years. I could probably say to 90% of the shops out there, you are going to be looking for a tech, if you're not already looking for a tech within the next 2 years. And if you don't have a plan in place, an executable plan that you follow strictly, you are in trouble. And I don't say that as a threat, but more as a, hey, this is an issue and it's not getting better anytime soon. I can't stress enough. And it does feel like there is a lot of lip service. And I know this is kind of that for the record statement from me. But we need more than lip service from our industry. We need people to step up. We need people to get involved in their communities. And it's not just SP2 or Find a Wrench that's going to do that for you. You have to do some of it on your own as well. And that is truly where we see a disconnect at times, is that it can be a real, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble by waiting until the last minute, and not recruiting when your shop is full is a vital mistake that we see from a lot of shops.
You know, Jay and I are both owners of our businesses, and so we have spent nights awake worrying about our businesses just like you have.
Yeah.
When you're laying in bed at night and you're worried because you don't have techs, you're probably going to remember this message that Jay and Kyle both said: always be recruiting. And when your shop is full, that's the perfect time to recruit. Bring those technicians on now while business is good.
Yeah. Oh, totally, Kyle. That is so spot on. When you're building a bench, right? I think it's an easy phrase to use in building a bench. And how many people are actually doing that? And actually going out and finding people and looking at resumes, and not necessarily every resume is going to be perfect or what they want, but that's the whole point of proactively looking when you don't need somebody, is to really go be able to cherry pick who the best fit for your group is, and then pursue those people. You know, I think that's going to be even more vital as we move forward.
You should have a pipeline. You've got to have a pipeline of candidates that you're going to be able to recruit from, and that you can grow in your shop. You know, look, if you need help on setting up your plan, you need to talk to Jay. You need to talk to Find a Wrench. You need to set up a recruiting plan so that you are always recruiting. If you're looking for entry-level technicians, talk to me. Talk to SP2. We would love to help you find those entry-level techs, because that gets more human capital into our industry that's going to be that next generation of technicians. Look, what we don't want is we don't want those panic nights where you're going, how am I going to find somebody? Where am I going to find them? How do I grow a technician now when I'm already down 2 or 3 techs? I've got empty bays. Get ahead of your problem so that it never is a problem in the first place.
Love that, Kyle.
We're saying this for the record. We're putting this on the record because we want your business to be successful. So have those technicians on that bench, have that pipeline flowing early on. We're here to help. There's a reason that Jay and I are working in this business. We care about you. We care about your future success. Find those techs, bring them on, grow your own. You can do this.
To add on to Kyle's point there, we don't have the silver bullet and the ability to just make up a technician and throw them in your shop. You have to be intentional about this. You have to go after these people, and you have to work with Kyle and grow your own. And you have to have a diverse strategy. And if you're just sitting on your hands, especially when your shop is full, that's the time to pounce. That's the time to be aggressive. And I really, really hope this lands home with a lot of shop owners, because it is vital to your business moving forward. We're here to help you and hold your hand and really hopefully guide you through this. And that's our rant. And for Jay Goninen.
And for Kyle Holt, this is For the Record.
Thanks for listening to For the Record from Remarkable Results Radio. Subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast listening app. Find all Remarkable Results podcast content at remarkableresults.biz. Remember, your learning curve never sounded so good.